What is going on, guys? We're live. Yeah. Go crazy with it. We're here with Geoff and Kayla. Our editor is finally here. We got her on.
Hello, world.
It's like you're waving,
Donate
but
your
we can
Slim
barely
Jims
see
to
it.
me. Just donate Slim Jims. That's it. That's the goal.
That's why
Donate
she
Slim
came on.
Jims. I'm trying to get a Slim Jim sponsorship. Screw the comic. Just Slim Jims.
that I imagine can't be too hard. Like
No, but
Slim Jim.
hello, everyone. Slim Jim, if you're listening. Fireball too. I mean, I'll take a sponsorship for Fireball as well.
Jesus, you are. Oh, my stream. Trying to tweet this link out. I was gonna say that is like more garbage human than me, Kayla.
Oh God, I don't know.
Fireball and Slim Jims. I'm with you on Slim Jims, but
Fireball, hey, you know what? Damn. When the zombie apocalypse finally does hit, that's what's going to be my fuel. It's going to keep me surviving through everything.
That's going to kill me day 3.
She's going to be Lord Humongous of Slim Jims.
a midget in a cage to feed you Slim Jims.
Just go to like the Quickie Mart, like, just walk away. Just walk away from the Slim Jims.
Screw everything else. I just want Slim Jims. That's it. I mean, I don't know. Did the question is, did Randy Savage die from cocaine or from Slim Jims? That's a question. What was it? Clogged
arteries?
He was
stuffing them into his arm at one point. His veins were popping so much.
Amazing. We're off to an incredible start. Yeah, Kayla's first stream. This is exciting. I'm struggling to get Twitter to work right now, but
it's okay. I'm struggling to figure out where to look into the camera. So if I look like, I'm like
just blankly stare.
It's all right. I'll just, or I mean, I can show some cleave. That might work. It works for the cosplay girls. So
if you get lost, blow kisses at the camera.
Exactly.
Are we all doing it? Is this what's happening, guys?
My OnlyFans is up and working, guys. Please donate. My Amazon wish list is up and running too.
Kayla's fake OnlyFans crushed our Indiegogo in an hour. Guys, I have like 800 subs. I guess I'm getting naked on the internet now.
No, for real though, how I look at it is if you have the time to go and donate to some cosplay girls OnlyFans or some wannabe porn stars OnlyFans that really isn't doing anything, that wants to act like she cares for you, you have time to go and look at our Indiegogo and to donate to a cause and back a cause where people are actually doing something.
Kayla will straight shame you into backing this book tonight.
Oh yeah, you gotta back this book.
That's the real hard sell.
Oh, that's the hard truth. I mean,
off to
I don't understand. People want to throw. Hey, and I've worked every aspect of Comic-Con, Spencer. So I'll say it.
Oh yeah, no, I know. But
I'll say it. If people want to throw their money behind people that really they don't care about their fans, they just care about the money that they provide in order for them to get their costumes so they can get attention or whatever it is, then you have time to back people that are trying to do something with themselves. I mean, we have a great storyline. It's original. It's unique. The artwork is phenomenal. I mean, back us. Why not?
Why do I even talk? Like we need to just get Kayla on all the time.
For real.
But it's the truth. It's the cold hard truth, and that's what this industry is turning into. So it's turning into things for fads. What about talent? What about a great storyline? What about great artwork?
That's part of the reason I wanted to get you on is like you've been like a sleeper cell in the industry for like 10 years. Like everybody's just like, oh, here's this hot girl around all the time. But so many people and have interacted in all different facets of the con scene and comics in general. So it's like you kind of saw it all coming before even like the CG stuff blew up and stuff like that. That's what's like you get online like that community is fucking, they're gonna love you.
I mean, and I think there's a lot of misconception, like from me working all the cons that I've worked and me working in comic book stores, that I have to be a cosplayer, which, you know what? If we hit our goal, I will cosplay, people. I will cosplay. I don't give a damn. I will cosplay something, anything. Give it to me. I will cosplay it. That I'll bite it for that.
We'll get you in that Darcy outfit.
Yeah,
Kayla's only a piece of meat for us.
And Slim Jim. Slim
You
Jim.
can't throw that out there. Every dude on the block will be at your house with a box of Slim Jims. What up, girl? How'd you guys meet? Oh, I came at me with a 36-pack and everybody else came up with solos.
Nah, you're gonna have more than a 36-pack to please
Jesus.
me. I want the Slim Jims with the cheese. Okay,
oh my God.
the beef and cheese.
I forget you're an absolute goblin. Beth got like one of those like snack boxes off of Amazon for me to surprise me like a month or two ago. It was just like, I thought it'd be cool for you to have like in your office, so you don't have to like get up and cook or anything. Really cool and everything. One of the things in it was just like, I think it was Jack Link's or something, but it was just called beef stick and side cheese. Like I think it came in like a mass-produced pack from Costco or something, so it had like a different label from the ones you see in the store, but it just said beef stick and side cheese, and I fucking lost it. Like, you were the first person I thought of. It's like, Kayla would eat this in a heartbeat, but
I would.
I was like, this is labeled.
Is it labeled meat and cheese? That's all that matters. Meat and
I
cheese.
could write meat and cheese on a dead body, and you would eat it.
I might. And then, hey, you know what? If things go right, I'll be the first person that gets like a zombie virus. I'll be an intelligent zombie, and then I'll be on my, world domination kick.
Kayla's long con. eat horrible things until I'm successful.
I'm gonna have more of my non-official sponsors giant nip here. My non-official sponsor.
That's
Fireball.
That's what they call a pint in New England, a giant nip. I'm not that drunk. I just had like one giant nip tonight.
So, hey, you know what? My non-official sponsor here, Fireball.
You're already
Massachusetts drink of choice.
All over the place.
No Slim Jims though. You know what? There's a Slim Jim shortage, and I blame it on the damn tourists out here. Which is great for the comic book stores out here, like Harrison's. Harrison's had a line around the block, so I was happy about that.
Talk about that. Kayla's in Salem, and she said, we were on the phone a little while ago, and she said it's fucking packed there.
Wait, you mean the setting of Hubie's Halloween?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kayla's one of those people that hates retarded guys and throws computers at them, like you see in Hubie Halloween.
They just wrote it into the movie because she kept showing up.
Hey, retard! I gotta say though, if you're gonna do a movie like that, that's the best setting to do it, with all those voices and all that.
Oh my God, Spencer, you just had the perfect Massachusetts accent. Do that again.
The hey retard.
It was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason they perfected hating on retards in this area. That's what Hubie Halloween taught me. It's horrible. It's like, oh my God, you have to watch that, Kayla.
I did. I watched it the other night.
You did? Okay. Yeah.
So ironically, a lot of the scenes that they filmed in Salem didn't really make the movie.
That's what I was gonna say to you. I didn't know you had already seen it, but I was like, I wanted to talk to you because it's like their faux Salem wasn't like bad, but if you're from Salem or you've been to Salem, that was like not Salem for 99% of the movie. There's a couple key shots early on in the movie. I will say, Geoff had me watching Lords of Salem, Rob Zombie's movie that he shot.
You know what? You know, a funny story. They shot in Harrison's, and then at the end, but they didn't end up using the scene. But Larry and Harrison's have credit at the end of Lords of Salem.
I was gonna that's fucking crazy. I was about to say, were you in it?
No, but I was around. Like, I was working for the store at the time when they went in and filmed. I mean, I wasn't there the day they filmed, but they did film. Larry let them film.
That one is the exact opposite, where it's almost like if you're too broke and live on the other side of the country or something, you can watch Lords of Salem and basically get the experience of going and seeing all the spooky shit in Salem, because they highlight like all of the shit you would go see in that town. Like, you pretty much see everything in that one movie. And Hubie Halloween is the exact opposite. Like, I can't remember one like distinct actual like Salem like cornerstone you would go visit being in the movie. There was like one scene in a neighborhood where I was like, yeah, this looks like Salem. I'm pretty sure this is actually Salem. And then a lot of it felt like on a back lot. Like,
it felt like it was in Marblehead. A lot of it was the Marblehead.
The end of the movie though felt like a soundstage that they just made to look like someone's backyard though, like when the mom's doing the big rant and everything. And that was the weirdest thing, was like the movie really was like about how this town hates a retarded guy for being himself.
I mean, I think the only thing agreeably, unless you're an idiot in this town, is that we all hate the mayor. So, I mean, Hubie would be a way better mayor, hands down, than the mayor that we got now. I don't give a shit.
That's
no filter, no hair on my tongue.
Maybe that's the real.
It is what it is.
Sandler's a secret conservative, and this was a really, really long shot at the mayor of Salem.
I mean, that would be awesome. I always loved Adam Sandler, you know. So.
He pretty much admitted that he's just doing Canteen Boy for this movie. He asked him about it. He was like, "Yeah, it's just Canteen Boy, but he has a thermos instead."
Yeah, like it was.
He was a water boy essentially. That's what I felt like. It was the water boy.
That's the same thing. Like Canteen Boy was one of his
SNL skits.
Yeah, his SNL skits where almost everything. There's a bunch of people that hate on that and are like, "Oh, his whatever boy was just like a lame bit," but it was like. It was almost like it was a parody of all the lame bits that had come before him. Like he was self-aware at a time where that wasn't super common. It was like, all of these are really fucking stupid, but like, who's the stupid one? Like me, the one making the jokes, or you guys laughing at them? Like, why do we need to think so much about it? Why can't we just laugh about it? And it's like, that's stuck for a really long time with Adam Sandler. And I don't know what switched, but Hubie Halloween was one of the most unfunny movies I think I've ever experienced in my life.
But you know what?
I had a couple laughs.
Surprised.
What's up, Casey? What's up, Razmaz? What's up, Randy? And
boo to you, Casey.
Everyone.
What up, Ara, Randy, Razmaz? Boo to you again, Casey.
Casey's our number one hater.
Oh, wow. Well, now Casey's going to have to get into a verbal battle with me, so that's really scary.
God. But I was really surprised how good looking Hubie Halloween was. Like the actual cinematography.
Oh yeah.
If that were a better story, it would have been like, this is actually a really good looking movie.
That's like sort of the thing with a lot of his movies.
Jesus just showed up. Oh my God.
That's super.
Everyone.
Oh, he's a Canadian fan.
Oh yeah, because my girlfriend forces me. There's like 5 outfits that my girlfriend tries to dress me in, and they're all Canadian.
Are you sure? She didn't ever try to dress you up as like one of those German beer guys?
No, and I don't need to wear lederhosen. I knew exactly
where
that was going. She's luckily not that German. She leans more into her Jewish roots than her German roots.
So you're going to be a rabbi. Then.
Yeah, the rare showing of the face. I love that that's like a thing with me. I got on... I can't remember what stream the other night or who it even was, but someone was like, wow, Spencer has a really relaxing voice. And it made me laugh for like a solid.
Yeah, that was last night.
ASMR by Spencer. He's going to ramble about comic books and shit.
I don't know who that is, but thank you. Cause I think my voice is like nails on. In my head, I have like a cartoon character, like screaming at me. That's what my voice sounds like. My girlfriend's always like, you have such a deep voice. And I don't hear it at all. I'm also crazy deaf, and my brain is scrambled eggs. So
I'm pretty sure my voice is like, the 2 guys on the boat there when they were fishing from whatever area. It's a whale. It's a baby whale, Jay. It's a baby whale. I'm pretty sure that's my voice.
Oh yeah, you're like hardcore Revere dude.
I mean, all I'm getting is Goodwill Hunting. I'm just waiting for you to say, like, hey, how about them apples?
Yeah.
How about them apples? All right, yeah, I guess.
Holy
all right,
shit.
You got me.
If Kevin were here right now, he'd be yelling about people putting cigarettes out on him. Goodwill Hunting is one of Kevin's favorite movies to riff on, and it is madness. There's a night where he just kept saying, what do you want me to say? My dad put cigarettes out on me? Just like 1,000 fucking times. I couldn't get him to respond to anything legitimately other than his dad putting cigarettes out on him.
Is Kevin a masochist? That is my question for Kevin. Is Kevin a masochist?
My favorite bit in that movie is when he's asking, like, why he chose the wrench, I think it was, to get beat with. And he's like, it's fuck him, that's why. I love that.
He should have chosen a baseball bat. I know.
Oh,
I
man.
think like the truest Massachusetts movie is Ted.
Yeah,
Ted is probably the true. Even though we don't have like a talking plush bear, everything in that movie is probably fucking highly true.
Oh, that's very much like the the real like mass people that totally, and people are like, oh, that's super offensive and over the top, but it's like if you go meet like everyday people hanging out, like the working class in that area, holy shit. Like it is awesome. Like
I feel like
I love Boston.
Whenever I leave Massachusetts, I miss it though.
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing.
We are very straightforward.
Madness like that doesn't exist anywhere else. But like when me and Mike did Boston Comic-Con the first year, I told you fucking everywhere we walked there was like mad people just talking shit straight to your face, and you say something back, and if it was funny, they'd laugh and be like, fuck, that dude's funny, and it would just like go about your day. And it was like, this is the strangest place, but I love it. Like I feel like I could get my ass beat at any moment, or I might beat some ass at any moment. And also everybody is kind of hilarious and aggressive, and I just fit in there. I'm like, it's the exact opposite of online comics community. Like,
I don't know,
with the thickest skin just being wild and having a good time. Like, Boston at night is one of the best times. Like, it's not like it's just always violent and you're not safe out there, but you need to be able to hold your own, and you're very much, you need to be an adult out there. It's a different ball game. I don't know people that haven't grown up around cities and stuff, but I did a lot of going to New York City and going to Boston.
New York, they're like a whole different kind of ball game. I would say, like, because I've traveled so many different places, and I always miss Boston because here we're like, we look at you and we're like, fuck you, dude. That's very humbling, When I went over to Oregon, when I went to California, when I went down to Hawaii, even these people are like so like peace and all this peace. And oh my God, did you say that? That's offensive. And it's just like, you need to be told to go fuck off every once in a while. It's a very humbling experience. I miss it. I'm not.
No one gives a shit.
Please, like, we don't give a shit.
Hey, peace and love, stranger. Fuck you.
And New York, I feel like New York, New York, they don't even really talk shit to you. They're ready to fight you. I remember New York Comic-Con, I wore a Patriots shirt. And yes, I wore my Patriots shirt every year out there. I work New York Comic-Con to fuck with them because I don't give a shit about whatever with the Giants, Patriots all the way, even though Tom Brady, I'm very mad at you, Tom. Okay? I'm very mad at you, Tom.
Go Tampa.
This is why we don't. We don't celebrate anything. Are you really a Buccaneers fan?
No, I'm in Florida. So.
I was like, Florida. I mean, you better root for college teams because the college teams are better. I mean, this isn't the '90s and this isn't the Dolphins.
I don't care about football, anyways.
This isn't the '90s and this isn't the Dolphins.
Well, you have to like hockey then. If you don't like hockey and you don't like football, I mean, what about MMA fighting?
Oh, that's the only thing I care about is MMA.
Oh, okay, yeah, me too. It's a good old
It's hard to watch people play with a ball after you see people getting kicked in the face and choked out,
Yeah.
Like, this isn't as intense,
I find myself thinking that more and more, and I like football. I'm like, it would be cooler watching these guys beat the shit out of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Rugby. So that's why I enjoy to watch rugby. Because in rugby, they kind of let them
I'd love to see like the math and the statistics on like damage over time with football compared to MMA, because it's like you beat one or two asses a year, make a fuckload of money, and you only have the potential to get your brains scrambled twice a year or however many fights you do. Whereas football, you're getting your ass split like weekly, like for like almost 2/3 of the year with like preseason and all of that. Like,
dude, I tore the muscles in my back when I was 12 years old playing football.
Oh, yeah, dude. I have all sorts of injuries. I had a childhood doctor that was like, you're not going to walk again because of Osgood Schlatters disease. And
that's what happened to me when I was 12. I tore my back muscles. The next day, I woke up and I couldn't feel my legs. And I had to crawl out of bed. I was like, Dad!
I have.
Realized.
It looks like a second set of kneecaps because I have this shit called Osgood Schlatters disease, and it's stupid. It's next to nothing, but basically the bone plate on your the femur, your bottom
So
leg.
you got bird legs. That's why you have bird legs. Now I know the reason why, Spencer. At cons, when I saw your legs, you got bird legs.
Kayla knows me.
Is that Sergeant Slaughter's first name, Osgood?
Yeah. That's the thing. It's not even Slaughter. It's Schlatter.
Schlatter.
Yeah, like
especially
super German. And basically, like right before your kneecap, the bone plate on your leg bone is like splitting. So it looks like I have like a kneecap and then my kneecap sitting on top of that.
You know what? That would make a really cool horror story where you have another person growing out of your freaking kneecap.
I've got a Quado. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Quaid.
So like I remember like
Quaid.
There was like what was there? A log line we were talking about earlier, me and Spencer. Geoff, you came up with some log line, and actually I felt like it's a great conversation to talk about. Like if Conan the Barbarian basically, what was it exactly, Spencer? But
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, if Conan were a biker in Dawn of the Dead.
I already have an answer for that. And my answer is
it's City of Rot.
We'd all be fucked. Pretty much. But City of Rot basically is that. So, I mean,
yeah, it's so much more than just like I was talking to my wife after the show last night on Pete's stream, and it's like we're not doing just Walking Dead, where it's just people surviving and how they would figure it out and stuff. Like this is like a fantasy adventure story with like peck and paw bikers and just brutality. I mean, it's truly like Conan, where this guy, he's an anti-hero. He's a criminal. He's a biker. He uses drugs. He kills people. But
Darcy is his elite.
What?
Darcy is his elite.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's how you got to look at it. So
we got like elements of like Mad Max in there. Like it's just a whole mashup of really cool stuff that separates it from just being, Dawn of the Dead 2.0 or Night of the Living Dead 2.0.
Or The Walking Dead in general, because I think a lot of, with the exception of The Strain, because The Strain was based on Chuck Hogan's novels and it combined, I think, like Colombian and Armenian, because I'm Armenian. Hello, Armenian people out there in the world. There's not many of us, but combined like our mythologies. I mean, I would say everything was really based off of The Walking Dead nowadays, as far as zombie stuff is done. I mean, because what Robert Kirkman did for the genre, he basically took everything that from George Romero and was like, how can I make this a more human experience where it's a tale about zombies, but not necessarily about zombies? I mean, because from the beginning, as a reader, you would know that the story is really all about Carl. Spoiler alert.
You gotta rally the Armenian community to get the book funded. And Ara, hello, I'm Armenian too.
H business.
I forget I can do this now too.
Oh,
yeah, all right. I didn't know.
See, there's not many of us. Yeah. So
all my favorite people are Armenian or Jewish.
hey, then if you probably should read the Strain book because he's Armenian and Jewish.
What did you think of the show? Because I love the first few episodes of the show and like all the stuff with the old man from the Holocaust.
Abraham Satrakian.
Yeah, but like everything after that, as the show progressed, I liked it less and less, and I didn't even finish the show.
I was gonna say I had just for some reason haven't finished the show. I got like 5 episodes in and just like didn't go back to it.
Oh, the show is actually the show. They just rushed it, but I thought it was actually done very well. I really like Chuck Hogan and Guillermo del Toro's take on everything. To be honest with you guys,
that's Strigoi too. That's like
Strigoi, Romanian.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, it's Doknova.
Russian is Strigoi. It's the same thing. It's just all different dialects and people.
But it's like
vampire. What's it called? That movie Blood Vessel, Geoff. Same fucking thing. That was just their take on it, and I think they were going more the Russian angle with that movie. where I guess in Russian folklore they're a little bit more bat-like.
Well, then they got like ideas like when they first talk about it. Well, it's a lot of different combinations of mythology. I mean, they didn't.
They got that like
the
throat
books,
cut too. That
the books are.
Yeah, that
The
bleep
books
too
are
kind
a
of
lot
deal.
better than the TV show, but the TV show was done exceptionally well. I
It
think
was like, wasn't
it
it
was
like
just rushed. It was just
wasn't it
rushed.
like
That was it.
novels and comics?
Yeah, so there was 3 novels that came out, and then there was the comics, and then there's still comics ongoing because they have like a particular character's backstory. So I really actually liked it. I mean,
Yeah.
Abraham Satrakian gives no fucks. He's an old guy, and he's like, your options, I'll kill you or I kill you. So
and it was originally supposed to be
but
it was originally supposed to be what's his name from Alien? You know, the guy that had the chest burster. I can't remember his name. He's a very famous actor. He's been in a million movies.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
He was supposed to be Abraham, but he died before they got to start filming it. So they cast that.
Oh, really? I think I know exactly who you're talking about.
John something.
Who is the chest burster?
Yeah, he played Professor. What's his name? And I can't even remember that name in Hellboy, the professor.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about, but I thought that. I thought that was the same actor for some reason.
Oh, the crappy Hellboy's coming up when I search for it.
I don't when you talk about Alien, my COVID mask.
John Hurt.
This is what I wear outside.
Oh, nice.
For COVID.
Why?
I mean, I guess someone was like, "Do you have a ball sack on your face?" I'm like, "Dude, have you ever seen Alien or Aliens?"
Not at the moment, but
what? I mean, hey, this isn't an OnlyFans. This isn't an OnlyFans. There's none of that goes on here.
That was just some lame dude setting up for a what one?
Which one is that? Yeah, you can find my OnlyFans on our Indiegogo and make a contribution there.
Yeah,
or you can select one of our perks.
If the book hits 100K, Kayla will open an OnlyFans.
And I'll do a new drawing of Hank.
All feet pics. There you go, Kayla. You never have to get naked. Your OnlyFans can just be feet.
Oh my God, I know. I mean, hey, I just feel like it's, if people can contribute to OnlyFans, then they can take the time out to check out our Indiegogo. That's how I look at it. I mean, what is the difference? I mean,
you guys get your
the only difference is that with the Indiegogo, we are all people that have put hard work and put passion into this project, and this is something creative, not a photo shoot with filters on a phone.
This is turning into the equivalent of that movie
with an Amazon wish list, where they're trying to get more money. So we're just trying to get you to see our comic, that's it. Just check out our comic. If you want to support something that's real, I mean,
can you tell me Kayla were separated at birth?
Was I what? I missed that completely. I'm out of Fireball and Slim Jims here.
Both of us talk too much and are way too loud. I was like, can you tell me and Kayla were separated at birth?
Oh, yeah. It's because we're fucking Geminis. We're crazy. It is what it is. So.
The sister I never wanted.
Spencer saved my life a bit at cons, though. I will say Spencer is like my con lifesaver. I got a knife guy that I almost had to stab that tried to pull out a knife on me, but my knife was bigger. I mean,
Kayla's
we have a bunch of...
I think I've mentioned this to you before.
We stayed at a con. We stayed in a Punisher motel, all of us, right? Where there was some, rape going on upstairs that we had to hear.
She's just gonna gloss through all of this and not give any.
I mean, there's
really good.
Yeah, I told Spencer.
There's some rape going on.
There were these two guys.
Where she was working at Harrison still, and they got like one room for everybody that worked.
Oh my God!
To sleep in. Kayla being like the only girl, and essentially they were like, "You got to sleep on the floor." And we were like, "That's really."
And I didn't mind, but it was shitty. 8 guys. Yeah. I mean, I need a bathroom and shower, and I got to take more than a fucking 10-minute shower.
Yeah, she's sleeping with like 7, 8 dudes curled up on a floor, basically. We were like, "That fucking sucks, dude." So we were like, we got a hotel with 2 beds. Me and Michael just rotate. Like one night I'll sleep in the chair, the other night Michael sleep in the chair, and
some true gentlemen.
One of the beds. Now we go out for dinner like we always do as a crew. We invite out like people near us that are tabling near us and stuff that we've been talking with throughout the weekend. Normally Saturday nights we'll go out, we'll get drinks, get pretty messed up. Like Dan Frega came out with us at Terrificon, I think both nights actually, but that weekend is like a blur looking back on it. Dan partied with us the whole weekend.
Dan's awesome. I love Dan.
Yeah, he's streaming right now. Otherwise, I would have tried to invite him tonight.
Then I would have just offered him more Slim Jims. The first thing I do when I meet this man, I'm like, you know what? Do you want a fucking Slim Jim?
I know he misses everybody too. Like he always has a good time. Hoping to get him back up here. He was bummed when we didn't show up with you at the Halloween con that last time, which is insane. That was like almost exactly a year ago now that was happening, and that's an annual thing they do that isn't happening this year. And Beth and her dad just did a coin show at the place that hosts that annual Halloween party in New Hampshire. Like shit's open up there and everything. It's just people aren't doing shit anymore.
That's so odd. I mean, a lot of this stuff is odd.
Yeah, Casey, I'm the same way. I'm like a total hobo person. I tell friends and family all the time that I would sleep on for Kayla. I thought you said I would sleep on Kayla for a second. That made me start laughing in my own head.
Just
like, yeah, I'm sure there's plenty that would. But I'm like a homeless guy. Like I could sleep between like a brick wall and another brick wall. Like I don't care.
It's literally true. We could have put him in a cardboard box outside, and he would have slept there like a sweet baby Jesus all night.
Yeah, I was off the ceiling in a chair that was like half the size of me in like 10 minutes. Like Mike infamously has a hard time falling asleep, but once he's asleep, will sleep like a dead guy. I do too, because I'm just actually deaf. So like once I fall asleep, I'm just dead to the world. Like you could run into the room.
There was no sleeping. There was no sleeping that night because we got back. There were these 2 guys, and I said to Spencer, I'm like, that guy there, he's about to get fucked in his ass.
There were 2
I said, and Spencer's like, please don't tell me that.
So we were like really drunk coming back, and Kayla says this, but we were going out to her car to get her Ninja Turtle blanket and pillow.
Because I can't sleep without it. It's all right. I have some problems, but
she's like a toddler. So I walked Kayla out because we were staying at a motel that me and Mike booked it, mind you, because all the shit in the casino was booked up like way ahead of time. We got on this con really last minute. So all the rooms at the casino where the con was were booked up, and we were like, oh, bummer. We stayed at the seediest place we could find. We were joking about it for like a week straight. We were like, gotta find like
your motel,
the scummiest place possible. Like if one of us doesn't come back with herpes, we didn't get our money's worth. And
Pepsi.
We found the place. Like it looks like where you go to murder a hooker in this specific town. And we basically gave Kayla the primer on that before we brought her back to the place. Like she'd already done cons with us at this point, but we were like, we're bringing you back to a pretty sketchy place. We know we got a lot of like cred and like good favor with you.
What was my thing? I was like,
that out the window.
I'm ready. Yeah. Bring me. Just take me. All right.
She loved it. The bed was like a bed with a sheet, and that was like as luxurious as that place got. We waited around for like 15 minutes for like the front door guy to just like materialize out of nowhere the night we got our keys and stuff. It was like a horror movie motel, and it was great. People were probably watching us sleep the whole time, but we didn't do much sleeping. But when we were coming back in from getting her pillow and blanket, these guys upstairs, she talks about it like they were just like 2 guys randomly walking into the room. They were actively like already necking on each other. And me and Kayla are loud. I'm semi-deaf, and we're both extremely drunk already. And she basically yelled, "Those 2 dudes are going to butt fuck each other."
Yeah. And I was right.
and we are directly beneath them.
And we could hear this guy, and this guy.
We're only like 2 feet out right below the balcony, like basically looking up at them, and she's like, "Yous two guys better go butt fuck each other." It basically sounds like she's telling them what they're about to go do. And then I start laughing hysterically and just like casually keep walking into our motel room, and she gets in with me. All
we hear was,
yeah, 5 minutes later, you start hearing shit falling off of shelves and stuff, and rigorous butt fucking begins.
You're like, we weren't gonna, but when she said so.
No loop, no nothing. I swear to God, there was no loop, no nothing going on in that situation upstairs.
Like, were they commentating that? Is that how you know? They were just like, no loop tonight.
I was literally about to like, I was about to knock on the ceiling, and I was about to be like, you know, like do some Mortal Kombat shit up there and just yell, finish him.
Mike is like trying to fall asleep basically in a chair because he opted to take the chair first night. And Kayla and me are just talking full blast to each other because there's 2 grown adults butt fucking upstairs very loudly, to the point where Mike didn't believe us at first because he had a pillow wrapped around his head. And when he took the pillow off, he goes, "Oh God, that's really happening." Like blown away. He thought it was just more of us like ranting to get Mike to like wake up and take the pillow off his head and talk with us and hang out, because Mike wasn't that drunk. And it was like, no, dude, like there's 2 men violently making love upstairs.
Violence wasn't even like, it was beyond violence. It was ultra violence. Let's not even lie. It was ultra violence.
What got us on it? That was the night I sang all the Creed.
What if?
Yeah, we got into it.
What if?
That was why. I can't believe I didn't remember it. That was the weekend, like after Marvel announced they were doing the Marvel What If TV series with the Disney Plus stuff. And I tweeted out, I was like, it is a fucking huge disservice and missed shot if Marvel doesn't use Creed's What If for the fucking theme song of that TV series. Like if that song doesn't kick on when that show starts, I'm gonna fucking punch a hole in my TV.
I think like one of the funniest things though was we were so drunk. Spencer, I didn't know.
I don't even care.
I didn't know. I didn't know that Scott Staff from Creed was such a fucking junkie. I had no clue until
we got into a night
reading
of like,
his arrest record.
Yeah,
I
sharing
was
his history. I got into a thing of talking like Scott Stapp as if his natural voice was just how he sang songs. So it's just like everything I said. And then I'm so drunk, I like broke myself and couldn't stop doing it. And it was like genuinely pissing Mike off.
Oh, Mike was like so pissed at us. And me and Spencer, like every time one of us would be quiet, one of us would be like, what if? Like
anytime someone said what if in conversation, I would just be like, what if? Like I couldn't fucking help it. And now it's like a Tourette's tick. Like we'll be together, and that's like the first thing. Kayla won't even say hi; she'll just say "what if," and I'll lose it. Like that's like our greeting.
There's another saying, another greeting call I used to have when I used to come by the booth all the time. I forget what it was because what if totally replaced it. I did do that. I did that to a lot of people, but you know what? You want to sell things, or you don't want to sell things.
Say hello to your mother for me.
My mother's on. Oh my God. Fuck, I better get off this stream. No.
Some men can sleep anywhere and on anything for a woman. Yeah, I was raised by a single mom. And Kayla's always been good to us and done so much for us that it was like no fucking way. That was an easy thing. We didn't even consult Kayla before me and Mike had it all figured out.
My boss was happy too. He's like, yeah, sure, go stay with them. Go. You know?
She talked right over that joke about murdering her.
Because I'm not concerned. You weren't going to murder me, please. I'm fucking tougher than you. So I mean, you might be bigger than me, but I'm a lot tougher than you. So
yeah, she says I saved her life once, but actively she was also pulling out a knife to potentially stab the guy, so I might have saved a rapist's life that night.
You saved her from going to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he saved me. I mean, but hey, if someone threatens you with a knife and you carry him,
5 to 10.
hey, you know, just like you were raised by your mother, I was raised by my dad, and my dad always taught me, you know,
Stab
defend
first,
yourself.
later.
I mean, pretty much, you know, aim for the jugular.
Stab and twist.
Your dad is the man. I was actually talking to Beth about that recently. I was like, I really want to trip back up to Salem just so I can see Kayla and her dad again and like have like some normalcy for a little while. Like, we don't see anyone around here. All of our friends seem like terrified to go out and do anything. I'm just like, whatever. Like, after you've already almost died violently, dying like slowly in a pandemic is like I got shit to do, man. Like, I can't wait on this forever.
I wanted zombies, not this fucking COVID bullshit. I wanted zombies.
It sounds
zombies
terrible. I feel bad for all the people getting sick and dying. That sucks, obviously. I feel like that doesn't need to be fucking said at this point. That's an obvious
because it's a fact. It's a known fact. We all know this, you know.
Yeah, like I'm losing my mind. I'm about to do like Spencer Con and just like rent like a hotel hall. Like, I'm gonna get like a Holiday Inn meeting hall and just be like, yeah, so I got
we'll go to Motel 6
and I just invited anybody that wanted to come. There's no ticket price. I don't even have shit to sell. I just needed to see some people.
We'll just do a Motel 6 con, you know.
Are you guys still like locked down up there?
It's like in and out. I don't know about her area.
We have a wonderful mayor that canceled tourism 2 weeks before September hit, and then said, you know, basically she's like, oh, well, we can't stop the tourism. Well, yeah, you announced it 2 weeks before fucking September hit. So obviously everyone already made their plans in advance. Now, where she's wrong, here's my thing.
Can't stop
what she is trying to go around with what is it called? The Board of Health, and fine people for tourists hanging out outside their shops. Like, so
yeah, Casey, keep it in your pants.
Casey, I have been on the Indiegogo promoting it. That's where I have been my whole life. I am an angel that came from hell. Pretty much.
Yeah, she's got her directions mixed up. Holy shit, dude. I was ripping my vape pen and just died.
And I'm here just drooling like a champion here.
Just the most, for a show that doesn't plan anything and just shoots from the hip on almost everything we do. Just impeccable timing always, Geoff.
That's what I'm here for.
I just almost coughed up my lungs.
I mean, I think we should do this at some point, so that would be good.
Stay out of my way. Stay in your lane.
Spell my name right. It's right down the screen.
I need Geoff's lighting, though. I need Geoff's ambiance. You know, that's such a great.
This time next year, we'll all have real lighting and a real camera.
Is the Panos Cosmatos lighting.
Right? I actually have the stuff for that.
Nick Cage just walks in behind me.
Actually, speaking of Nicolas Cage, so I watched this movie. What was it? The Colors in Space.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh my God. Okay. So can I tell you, spoiler alert, everyone, I'm not going to say exactly what it is. I had the whole thing. Plus one.
One big nip. Just one giant nip. They call it a Boston nip. It's actually a pint, but everybody there's an alcoholic.
Well, two of them. But so I watched that, The Colors in Space, and that shit, like, it was so grotesque. You know what I'm talking about, right? That I could not. It was like Human Centipede. I couldn't keep my eyes away from it. I was like,
yeah, I don't want to give it away for anybody.
So fucked up.
I haven't
but
seen
there's
it.
a scene in the attic that is grotesque and fucked up. And actually pretty emotional too. Like, they did a great job with the whole thing. Like,
it's
everything disturbing, it's emotional. I mean, it's a great scene.
I could not. I was like, do I look away? This is so gross. And I was like, I can't look away. This is like Human Centipede gross. Like, You've seen Human Centipede, right?
I know. I never have actually.
Okay, so that movie, I'll skip you
I mean,
on it
I
'cause you
know.
probably
I know the main crux of the story.
okay, but that was a movie that was so grotesque that I could not look away from it. The other thing was Terrifier. People were horrified with Terrifier, but I loved it too because
That's the
like
Art the Clown one, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
That was the one I
yeah.
was confusing with that Terrified one.
Have you seen
But that
Society?
Terrifier,
Society,
what's
hell
that?
yeah. Brian,
Society is like if Color Out of Space is one movie that you couldn't look away and it kind of disturbed you. Society is that times 10, but
Ooh.
not in a scary way. It's not scary.
yeah, no, it's
It's almost like Evil Dead, but weirder and funnier. I guess,
guess
right,
I
Who would
am a
Spencer?
who would
face.
who would you want to cast as Hank? If say
Oh, we've talked about this.
Yeah.
who would it
We
be?
Um. Well, we talked about Ethan Suplee for a bit.
Really?
Yeah,
have
because
you
he
seen
Huh.
it
he
now,
recently got
Kayla?
buff.
Yeah.
Um. I don't know who else did we talk about, Spencer. He was the first, the big one that we talked about.
I mean, if Bruiser Brody wasn't fucking murdered ages
Right.
ago, it's literally him. But I feel like if they do a Bruiser Brody biopic and Suplee doesn't fucking play him, that'll be insane. Like
hmm
putting that out into the ether now, I'm shocked it hasn't happened before. Like if it has, I haven't heard of it, but it's like, dude is fucking perfect for it. I almost feel like he's almost too clean cut to play him now. Like he's a fucking handsome dude. Like he's looking great. And I'm like, we'd almost have to do like the Mickey Rourke Marv treatment and give him like a brow prosthetic or something to make him look more grisly.
Mickey Rourke would actually be really good back in the day.
Mickey's another good one, but now you'd have to fucking CGI him up because
Yeah.
he's like a little jerky boy. him and Axl Rose, fucking petrified wood women.
I when I think of Ethan Suplee, I still think of, even though he's like all ripped and jacked
Yeah.
and everything now,
Yeah,
I
he's
think
huge.
about him still what was it? What the
Fat Kid in the
fuck was that
Butterfly
movie?
Effect, man. That's
Yeah,
like
thank you. Not
forever in
even
my
just that,
eyes.
but no, he was in a bunch of like teen movies, you know.
Oh, he's in American History X as like one of the
Oh
best
yeah, he
characters in
was
that
too.
movie.
Yeah, but he's like an absolute monster. Have him grow his beard out a little bit more, slap a good wig on him or whatever, or have him grow his hair out. And
Yeah, I mean, look at that picture of me. He looks intense.
yeah, dude, he's a big mofo, and he's a great actor. He always has been.
He
an
always
amazing
has been.
actor.
Yeah, I think
He
like
was what the fuck movie was it? I'm such a basic bitch right now. I'm trying to think of this basic bitch ass movie.
Mallrats.
Remember the Titans?
Not Mallrats. Yeah, remember the Titans. There you go, because that's a basic ass
I used
bitch
to.
movie. And he was in Boy Meets World
Well, I used
forever.
to
There you
mix
go.
up.
There's another basic bitch shit there.
I used to
But
also
that's
mix him up. I couldn't remember if he was the one in Remember the Titans or Varsity Blues because they're like both football movies, but like different ends of the spectrum. Where Remember the Titans is like almost a family movie. Varsity Blues is not at all. And the fat kid in that, I think, like has a heart attack or something. Yeah, he's
I
lost a
think
ton
so,
of weight.
yeah.
And doing great.
Yeah, I think like ideally, if there
But
were
he's
a
just
movie,
like another build. Like if you're looking for a monstrous dude, like for
Yeah.
sure.
but like I think if this were like the ideal situation, it would be some kind of real tough guy actor from the 70s, like like Charles Bronson type, or a Warren Oates, where like their face is just like carved, just from years of like being in war and working in coal mines, like guys that had really hard lives.
Yeah, grizzly.
It had to be just somebody that had like a real life behind them.
Who would you want to
Nowadays,
play
it's all
Darcy?
done with prosthetics and stuff. Darcy's, I feel like a lot harder because
I
like
know who I would have play Darcy. I would have Isa Gonzalez play Darcy because Isa Gonzalez, she's fucking hot.
I don't
Not
even know
only
who
is
that
she hot, but she's just badass. Like she can definitely play that role. Like like Baby Driver. She was in Baby Driver there. She was with John Hamm's character. I want to say
okay.
like at the time, but like, and she had all the tattoos and everything on her. That's who I picture playing Darcy is Isa Gonzalez. I mean,
Pull her up, Spencer.
Driver. Yeah, I'm like,
pull up Isa Gonzalez. Pull up a picture of her with bangs if they
You
have
are-
one in place. I love her though. She's fucking. I'm not even into women, but if I was, Isa Gonzalez, call me.
I love that you just had that locked and loaded immediately.
Oh, I already knew. I mean,
Like, is she Armenian or something? Like, where did you
no,
come?
no.
It's just all Armenian
I know
people.
that.
Kim Kardashian would be great, or Kourtney Kardashian.
She needs a big rubber ass.
No, she's actually. I think she's Mexican. Isa Gonzalez. I want to say she's Mexican.
She is,
but she's
definitely
gorgeous.
Not off to a good start.
Click on that one there with the tattoos on it.
Or with blackface?
No.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh damn!
Third picture.
Okay.
Not associated with our movie.
And on to the next one. What is
Disavow?
But
she's out with Timothy Chalamet doing blackface.
I think that was actually something she did for like a novella, but that would be my pick. Cut some bangs on her, put the fake tattoos on her like in Baby Driver. She's perfect. That's who I would pick.
The blackface picture keeps coming up, and it looks like shaved me in blackface.
What is it from? Did they say?
I want to say it was. I know that she did talk about it, but it was from a skit, like a skit or a novella, or a telenovela skit.
Like something on a.
But I mean, my thing
show.
is, growing up in a Hispanic neighborhood, Hispanic people can be of all different colors. I mean, I'm not speaking for Hispanic people because I'm not Hispanic, but most of my best friends are. But so I mean,
showing up. We'll be back tomorrow.
Saying, it is what it is. So
gonna boop.
It is what it is.
Okay.
I'm so offensive. I know. Oh my god. I'm so offensive. I mean, I don't know. Whatever it is, whatever she did for money.
Everywhere.
Hey, no one does it for the Armenian people.
I gotta redo it.
I'm just going for that for my girl.
That is so perfect, and like this this channel for the girl you to suggest to immediately be outed for blackface in the Google images. Like, that kind of shit happens all of the time here.
Hey, you know what?
Nothing wrong.
This is real. Everyone wants to put on an act for everybody in the world nowadays, and our channel isn't about that. So if they want people that want to put on an act, I mean,
you gotta be able to laugh.
Like, go join someone's OnlyFans and pay $25 a month for pictures that they send people on Snapchat for free.
Randy suggests Jason Statham, and I like him. Like his face looks good for Hank, but Hank has to be a giant.
I was gonna say, you talk about that.
He's a short man. His wife's taller than him.
Yeah, I think he's like 5'7".
Gimli.
Yeah, something like that.
Face map him onto Ethan Suplee's body.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, what about Bruce Campbell? Bruce Campbell's a tall man. I've seen him in person. Now that he got the beard, I mean, it's Bruce Campbell.
Well, he'd be Otto.
Yeah, he'd be
that's very true.
Otto, like straight up, but that would also just be surreal to have him involved in anything. Yeah.
Everyone loves Bruce. All right, what are we playing here, Spencer?
This is What If.
Oh my god, here we go. The best music video in the world.
If you're not Creed from Boston,
that
what?
Fucking
aren't they from Boston?
Hysterical if that's the case.
Creed? I think he's from Canada. He's Canadian, I want to say.
No,
he's American. Like Apple.
Is he? I thought he was from.
It's fighting Kid Rock and.
I don't know. I know. We got Mark Wahlberg. We got Bobby Brown. We got like all a New Edition. We got.
Well, let's settle this right now, guys.
Where the fuck is he from? Is he from Mass? I'll die. I know the singer from Godsmack is from Mass.
Better yet, Geoff, they're from fucking Tallahassee, Florida.
Are they for real?
Oh, right there. So now we know what the problem is. It's something in the water down there.
Find out where they are. I'm gonna get their autographs for you guys.
He's a Florida meth man. I was gonna say, you don't get into a bar fight with Kid Rock and 311.
I thought you were kidding. That really happened?
That's part of his rap sheet, dude.
I didn't know that. I thought you were just fucking around.
Kid Rock and 311. I was like, you know you're a dickhead when two people or two performing acts no one gives a shit about anymore are teaming up to beat the shit out of you in a no-name bar fight. It's like
the guy from 311, right? The funniest thing was like when you read the Rolling Stone article and Spencer read it. I fucking cried that night. I cried laughing.
I was like, talking about it all day because they thought I was joking, just like you were saying. Like I thought that was a joke. Like, no,
damn,
Scott fucking unraveled to the point where his wife left him. I think they're back together now. Awesome for him and everything. I don't wish any sort of horrible shit on anyone, and addiction genuinely sucks. But he like believed the CIA was like wiretapping him for information, and he was being watched and followed and all this shit, and he was just methed out of his mind, right? Scott, if you're listening. We know.
That's nice though. Tallahassee has Bert Kreischer and Creed. Sweet.
Yeah.
And now me.
Yeah. I'm shocked Bert hasn't touched on that on their show before. He's from the land of Creed. Yeah.
Land of Creed.
So Creed did this song. I want to say it was for Scream 2.
It was Scream 2, I want to say. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
I rewatched all the Screams, and when the song came on, remember I Snapchatted you? I was like, Spencer, jam is on.
The first comment, Scott Stapp is one of the most underrated vocalists of all time. Full stop. That is the coolest guy in fucking like Frisco, Michigan, which is not a real place.
Wait, Brian Tyler, isn't it the name of the guy that does all of Zack Snyder's movies?
I don't know. Creed's lead
Geoff, that was good.
Oh my god.
All right, let's just play the song for everyone. Really big. Why not go with Paul White? Actually, you know what?
I didn't really think of that. I know he's older.
You know what? Yeah, actually, that's a good point. But I wonder, though. I think his knees might be shot to shit from wrestling.
Yeah,
that might be the issue with the Big Show. But actually, he is a big guy. That is a very good point.
We could get Big Sexy.
Couple inches bigger than Ethan Suplee. Really toned up. Yeah, he's been doing other movies too. He did something a little more serious recently. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember seeing a trailer with him in it, and I thought it was Ethan Suplee at first, and I was like, no, that's the Big Show.
The Big Show.
Yeah.
So, a young Steven Seagal.
I don't care what anyone says about Creed. That band was done, and this song is an absolute banger.
Honestly, if we did get a movie with Steven Seagal playing Hank, I would be fine with it just because it's Steven Seagal.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Any day of the week, just like judo chopping until he poops his pants.
Yeah. I don't even care if it
cameos.
Sucks. It would be the worst movie
We're gonna get
ever.
a couple of cameos. We'll get a cameo of We'll get a cameo with Jean-Claude Van Damme in it, doing some splits as a zombie. You know.
Like legitimately, I would be excited for that. I love.
And then we'll get Chuck Norris as a zombie too.
Oh no, I know Jim Cox. We're gonna get a flag for it, but it doesn't matter. My channel's not monetized or anything, so.
Yeah, I think we're already flagged because I'm on here and my mouth is so foul. No one ever expects the things that come out of it to actually come out of my mouth. So. But hey, the only thing that I can say is I can sit here and I can say shit, and you guys can't because I have a vagina.
Yeah, Creed. It was, I think, a mix of them being Christian, and they were like almost like the creators of what I've always called butt rock, because it sounds like you're singing from your butt. Your diaphragm is all the way down in your butt, and you're just getting as deep and low as you possibly can. And also, you might crap your pants from singing this hard. But I will say, though I was like never really a fan of Creed, one of my friends gave me one of their albums. I think it was Human Clay when I was like 8 years old. And at 8 years old, I thought that was like the heaviest shit music had to offer. And then I heard stuff like Metallica and stuff outside of just hearing it on the radio. I was like, oh no, Creed is kind of lame. But What If is still a banger. And I will agree with this guy that it is, like, I won't say
it's the most metal song they ever had. It was the most metal song. The guitarist was like waiting his whole life. He was there like...
the guitarist actually was good.
That's the whole thing, is instrumentally they're great. They went on to, I think, start Alter Bridge, I think was the other band they did after Scott Stapp went on like a meth.
Kind of sucked too, but...
Oh yeah, but like instrumentally, the guys are solid musicians, and Scott Stapp isn't a bad vocalist by any means. He just very much like is like typecast himself in this weird. It's very like Nickelback before Nickelback was even Nickelback.
Yeah, it was like the time period.
Oh, you know what? That's
the end of all that grunge style singing.
We're about to get into the heaviest Creed song ever. That Kayla, Count Pagan is Kevin. That's the artist on Can't Kill Cade. Are you?
Oh, really?
Are you working tonight, dude? Do you want to get on? Yeah. I mean, he's always got
Can't Kill Cade is great. That was great. I love that little ash can when I first got it.
I can send you the first issue now to look through the files.
Ooh, I would love that. That is like a complete nerdgasm for me. Send me comics and Slim Jims and Fireball. It works.
But Kevin, we're gonna listen to some Creed right now. The heaviest and best Creed song ever made.
The best music video ever too.
Marvel and Disney, if you're listening, buy this song because it's probably like $5, or I'm gonna buy this song for the $5 that it is, and I'm going to make my own recut of the What If show when it comes out with just this song on it constantly. Mostly just the chorus where he's yelling "What if" over and over again because it's fucking hilarious to me.
Okay, I think it's time for a shot of tequila. I'm gonna go grab a shot. I will be right back.
We're gonna let it rip.
I just want to hear the intro before I go take my tequila shot.
Oh, I can wait for you.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna listen to the intro first, and I'll get up and.
It's that good, people.
We're all broke. Maybe we can make you some meth. I don't know. Or some crocodile. I don't know.
You know, I can't watch the original Scream movies anymore with Officer Dewey because I always just think of Scary Movie with Officer Doofy, where he's just fucking the vacuum cleaner.
Oh my god!
You know what? The best scary movie. Speaking of scary movie, was the one where my germs. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Little hand.
Take my strong hand.
Man,
make room for Fanny. That's the part.
I basted it with spit. I basted it with spit.
I don't think we'll ever get another Creed again. I'll say that, guys. And it's a damn shame.
I know. I'm sure there might be some young kid with Tide Pods.
Yeah, now I'm also like, I just want to watch Scream 2 now.
I was like, Hiawatha.
The song comes on and I can shoot a gun into the ceiling in excitement.
Or you can listen to people upstairs with the anal rape going on.
Lucky to have a solo guy living above me. He doesn't get out much.
But does he have a real doll?
For all the people coming in right now,
I think you know what? He must be subscribed to OnlyFans. That might be why he's not going out as much.
City of Rot to 100K, and Kayla's opening a feet pics OnlyFans. You heard it here first. 100K, City of Rot. I'll get a mullet. Kayla's opening an OnlyFans. Pictures of feet. Not
you know what though? If we hit our goal, I would cosplay. I will cosplay. I'll do what Dan Frega said and do Elektra. I swear to God, if we hit our fucking goal, I will. Oh yeah, I'll fucking do it. I don't give a shit.
So if we get funded, Kayla's going to launch her successful cosplay career and stop editing.
We never see her again.
I'll just edit and point with just eyes.
Kayla will ascend to her final form of internet booby girl.
Let's fucking.
What is the Creed baseball song? How do I not know about this? Kevin said this like 5 times.
I don't even want to see it. What is it? The Creed baseball song is the best song ever made. What is it?
They did like
What is the baseball song?
It's just the same song, but he's talking about baseball.
Are you
What
talking
if
about?
I play baseball?
Are you talking about a song called "Marlins Will Soar" by Scott Stapp?
Marlins will soar?
I just typed in Creed baseball song, and that's what popped up.
So he definitely is a Floridian, okay? He's definitely a Floridian.
Yes, Jim. Darcy is loosely based on our editor Kayla. That is correct. This is us finally getting her on to stream with us tonight and show the absolute heathen that she is. A lot of people didn't believe she existed, so I figured we would get her on here finally and prove she's a real boy.
If I can figure out which way to look into the camera, then I won't be cross-eyed, but I'm struggling here. You know, I have
drinking
a real woman problem. Actually, speaking of drinking, it's time for a shot of tequila, so I will be back.
All right, so I'm going to go with, I think Marlins Will Soar might be the baseball song on a hunch, so we'll share it. Because I've honestly never heard it, and if this is a baseball song, this night's been so American, so we just got to keep it going. Oh, did I share the audio?
No.
Curses. This damn, I wish they would just let me permanently share audio on things.
That song rips, Kevin.
I don't know if he's talking about What If or the Marlins Will Soar song. It also looks like Scott Stapp uploaded it on like his old phone.
Yeah, like his old like Razor.
Yeah, and the picture is like 3-megapixel picture of a guy that might be Scott Stapp.
Let's play ball, it's game day.
Holy shit.
You can hear the roar of the crowd.
Yeah.
Come on, Marlins, make us proud. Keep hoping and dreaming, and you will soar. With a little faith,
Holy shit.
you will soar. One strike, two strikes.
He has a raging erection the whole time he's singing this. Oh God. He's just saying baseball terms.
That's all it is.
Dude.
When you're sliding into first and you feel something burst.
Oh my God. What?
He's calling out, I think I'm falling. Will they let me stay? I'm 6 feet from you.
He just
He's just making noises.
It's just like a super cut of words. It's incredible. He looks like a hot dog with a person painted on it. Oh my God, Scott Stapp.
Another good one that's not Creed is a puddle of mud covering Nirvana. I don't know if you've seen that video, like from last year.
Puddle of mud covering Nirvana?
Yeah.
Oh, I think this is the one I was thinking of.
He sounds like he's eating the mic.
What am I watching?
Creed.
What is this madness here? I'm like, all right.
Someone dubbed over Creed. I love the crowd going ape shit though. All right.
My next
Puddle of Mud.
Yeah, Puddle of Mud covering.
Hey, you know what? I love Puddle
Nirvana.
Mud.
You like Puddle of Mud?
I do, and that his
Cutter
story
Mike.
is a train wreck. He is a train wreck, but you know what? That first album that he had, or whatever second, I don't know, the one with Drift and Die on and everything, great.
Some really catchy butt rock, and then that guy started beating his wife and like pistol whipping kids.
And I think he was on heroin, massive amounts of heroin.
Puddle of Mud, Nirvana Slowed Down is the first thing that pops up in the suggestions.
All right, well, here's to some tequila now.
I think I might have to draw Scott Stapp and the Puddle of Mud guy into City of Rot getting murdered.
Is that the About a Girl cover?
Why don't?
Here, I'll Google it real quick.
I think it would be great if we made a villain, like a zombie villain, based off of Scott Stapp and his like whatever it is that comes from his big ass forehead, because he is more. What did Spencer? What did you say?
Yeah, about
more forehead than
about
man.
a girl.
He's more forehead than man.
His forehead.
More forehead than man. As I cover mine with bangs.
I like how all of our lighting is exceptionally shitty in its own way. And, to the point where this looks like a poorly produced indie horror film.
It's erotica.
So I'm probably going to get killed first.
My fat body off screen. You guys are just, the last thing you'll see is my ass crack as I'm eaten by a ghost.
Wait, who dies first out of the three of us?
What's going on with this Zoom call? Me. I'm the.
You die first?
Yeah, I'm the blackest guy on stream right now. No. Canceled.
You're from the whitest place in the country.
Here we go. We have the worst reasons to get copyright striked on this channel. Puddle of Mud.
They're not going to get any money. Here, do you want a copy of our book? Here, I can offer you that. I don't get cash.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You know what?
Immediately, but
you know
also.
If there was one, that's fucking hilarious, David.
Yeah.
I know that they got into a fight, supposedly.
Yeah,
there was a devil's threesome.
A bar fight was a devil's three-way.
I'm saying, whoever's girlfriend had to jump in to break it up. That was a good one.
That's what killed Josie.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna take my shot.
Geoff and Spence, and I would swoop in and save Kayla. Casey, horny on main.
Ain't nobody killing me.
Casey's like my new best friend tonight. Whoa.
Are you taking her
new best stalker?
Some casting crowns? No.
All right, I'm gonna take my shot. I wish someone had a shot to take with me, but I'll be here fine. I guess. All right, ready? Oh God, help me! The tequila.
CIA, I hope they kick in my door and stop me at some point, because should I be looking up on this
computer?
That's
nasty.
My
tequila and Diet Coke
step and
go well together.
Sex tape.
Is that really a thing? No way.
Kid Rock opens up on Scott Stapp about sex tape fiasco. I could have been a hero and ruined his career.
Oh, yeah, I think we got another backer.
This
It's
chick's
Scott Stapp.
wild in my trailer. She's blowing everyone.
What is that? Wait,
That's
what?
a direct quote.
I need one more shot for this because this is too much. Their sponsor is Hornitos.
Chris
Kayla?
Rock. Chris Rock. Jesus Christ. Kid Rock.
Wait, no, finish it. Finish it. I
my
need to know.
I said,
Come on,
need to know.
man.
I said Chris Rock. I meant Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Oh.
Chris
Oh.
Rock, Kid Rock, and Scott Stapp are all getting their dicks sucked. No, Kid Rock and Scott Stapp. Kid Rock said it never came out, by the way. I paid money to squash it through attorneys and things. I remember going on Howard Stern's show and he summed it up the best.
Go to her show that
says, I'm not surprised you had a sex tape. I'm like, nah, of course I don't mind, man. Come in, take your pants off, have a beer. Oh, wait. So we hang on. We were playing with bands like Metallica back in the day. They were on stage, and this chick gets wild in my trailer, and she's naked and she's blowing everyone. I'm sat there like, this is rock and roll. Leans back in his chair with a smug look on his face. I love that the writer wrote in like scene direction for whoever. There's a knock at the door, and it's Scott Stapp with a video camera. He's like, "What's going on here, man?" And I'm like, "What do you mean, what's going on here?" And he asked if I minded if he got in on it. And I'm like, "Nah, of course I don't mind, man. Come in and take your pants off. Have a beer." And then I'm like,
What?
And then I'm like, "Aren't you in a religious band?" But I was trying to be a friend to him, and he just seemed a little lost. And I just figured if he hung around with a big dog, he wouldn't piss like a puppy. I think I said to him,
That's a t-shirt.
The camera. You know, right?
That's the big dog t-shirt.
Hang around with a big dog, or you'll piss like a puppy. Jesus. What's with the camera? And just, you know, that thing's coming out one day. The thing is, if it did, and it almost did, I'd be a fucking hero. It would ruin his career. So basically, the sex tape was shot by Scott Stapp while he was early on in the drugs and being an idiot. What's up, Frankie?
No. You know what the best Scott Stapp story is? The best Scott Stapp story that I read, I believe, was from T.I., the rapper T.I. Look this up, the rapper T.I. on Scott Stapp, because I guess he was trying to kill himself.
Far-reaching.
You had to look it up. It's like, when I read it, I was like, this is like, I really feel like we should make a comic book, The Adventures of Scott Stapp.
T.I. recalls the time he saved Scott Stapp after suicide attempt. What the fuck is going on?
It was changed to The Adventures of Scott Stapp infection.
Scott, I need you to open your eyes, homie. I need you to open your eyes.
Nah, he didn't even know.
Creed. A lot
Don't
of
die, me, bro.
A lot of people don't know this about me, but
Spencer.
Creed.
No, Spencer, read the story.
It weren't for
read read the story. It's the funniest thing ever.
Holy fuck, dude. It's well known that
I'm crying
ago,
because
Scott Stapp was saved by rapper T.I. after this Creed singer attempted to take his life by jumping off the balcony of his hotel room in Miami, Florida.
It was only one story.
Yeah, right. T.I. caught him from the ground level of jumping out the basement. But while the former has detailed the incident at length, most notably in his 2012 memoir, Sinner's Creed. I need to get that book. Holy shit.
You gotta get T.I.'s perspective on it, though. Get to the article with T.I. on the perspective. I was freaking peeing myself. I'm crying.
In the name.
Oh my god, I am crying laughing. The last time this happened was like, what if in the hotel room that night?
Guys, everybody go out and get Scott Stapp's memoir, and we're gonna go do the deep dive on all that meth. Okay, now in a new interview with GQ, the rapper and actor discussed that fateful night in 2006, revealing that he was able to prevent Stapp from jumping to his death, coaxing the singer to allow him to contact authorities by offering him a hit off of
joint.
I was outside in Miami at the Shore Club, and I was stepping outside my balcony about to fire up my blunt. Me and my partner, Big Phil. T.I. says, I just heard moaning and groaning from up on top of the roof area. I'm looking at Phil, and I'm like, are you hungry? I thought it was his stomach because Phil's always hungry. And he was like, man, that ain't me. And we continue to smoke, and then moaning sound. So I step out and look down and see nothing, and then I look up and oh shit, it's a white man up there. Wow. That's really what shocked me. Blood shows up real good on a white man.
Oh my God.
Ain't that the truth? So I'm like, he's bloody, fucked up. T.I. continues, and he's like, those motherfuckers, I'ma get them. So this is probably during all the CIA shit. And he clearly tried to get up and he fell back down. Clearly his leg was broken or something, and he told us the story about how he thought his girlfriend was cheating on him with his best friend. He tried to jump from 14, and I think we were probably the 6th floor, something like that, and he was trying to continue to jump, and we was like, no, don't do that. So he jumped from the 14th floor and landed on the 7th floor. Holy shit.
He really jumped?
I'm telling you,
That's
yeah.
what they're saying.
Dude,
Holy
Scott
shit.
Stapp.
They said he was the floor above him, so he jumped from the 14th, landed on the 7th, and that's where they found him all bloody, a floor above them on a balcony.
Dude,
Oh
he's a fucking meta-human. He should have been on Stanley's Superhuman. Stanley was alive. I'm telling you.
The most broken superhero. There you go. Our next book, the next ransom.
More forehead than man.
Hot rock hero Scott Stapp falls from grace, comes back a hero.
No, we have to put more forehead than man.
Yeah, he's
someplace in there.
Oh God, he headbutts everything to death.
I'm literally crying, laughing. Good thing I didn't fucking.
It's just the helmet. That's his name.
Good thing I'm not a big makeup person, because if I was.
Where were we? Okay, we were probably 6th floor or something like that, and he was trying to continue to jump. Yeah, so he had like already jumped halfway down the. Oh, that's wild. And we was like, no, don't do that. So basically, I offered him the J. First it was a blunt, now it's a J. Come on, guys. Come on, Loudwire. Where's the consistency in reporting here?
That was the GQ. That was in GQ.
But
it was a GQ article. Yeah.
So I said, I'll tell you what, I'll let you hit it if you let me call somebody to come get you down. So he let us call somebody to get him down, and I didn't know it, but that was Scott Stapp from Creed. That would have been such a better story if he was like, I was a huge fucking fan of T.I. of Creed growing up, and I'm out there smoking a blunt with my homie Big Phil, and we look up, and motherfucking Scott Stapp from Creed was there, and we just started singing.
I just think
you're just like, what if I had died?
Right.
The story's freaking funny as hell to me, though. He jumped from 7 floors and only broke a leg. That's it. Like, if that, like, what did he land on?
Tumbled halfway down to his hotel and failed at suicide.
Wait, do you think he was trying to do that?
I
think he was trying to do that Jesus pose in his music video, and he just fucked up.
Yeah, he's up on the roof practicing singing with arms,
like,
arms wide open.
I can take you higher.
Look, guys, I can totally do it. Watch, just
You know how many people got married to that song, too?
With
so many children were made to that child. Guaranteed they're a drug addict.
That's the song he wrote for his kid. He was
yeah,
like,
well, a lot of people made children. A lot of people made. A lot of people were married and then had kids to that song, and I guarantee that kid is one of those kids that's fucking sniffing Tide Pods or whatever the fuck that they're doing.
He was like 6 years old. Like, my dad Scott Stapp. I don't want to live anymore.
All right, let's go back to some serious stuff here, okay?
Talk about God testing you, man. Like, Christian band, Christian man, and he was just thrown to the edge and brought back. I'm like,
But the Lord had his back.
yeah. And he's
But
just
for real,
one of those
7 stories.
dudes that does everything to the extreme. And yeah, if you see him now, he looks incredibly healthy. Like he's got like a solo project. That's just Creed without the name. It's very much just Creed again. But
Crud.
take it easy, Ryan. Thanks for stopping
Later,
by.
Ryan.
Oh shit. Jeez, holy shit, Spence, you need to narrate called stories immediately.
I'm telling you, he really does.
It's madness. I love that this is what the night devolved into. We had nothing planned other than to talk about the campaign a little bit, introduce everybody to Kayla, just have a good time.
Oh God,
Got
pretty
it,
much.
The world of Creed. We lost Eddie Van Halen this week, and that's gonna pop all of these fucking.
I'm very upset about that. I'm very upset about that. And whenever people ask about Van Halen, they're like, "Who was the best singer?" I'm like, "You're focused on the singer?" Like,
just quoting lines from Van Halen songs all night while drunk.
I like Van Halen, not Van Hagar.
Yeah.
no.
I will say, Sammy Hagar seems like a cool dude to party with, but I don't give a damn about his music.
David Lee Roth is legitimately insane and has lived one of the craziest lives ever.
Yeah,
he's another boy too. He's
but
like
he has that like
now.
He had that sex appeal back then. That's what it was. He has
did kung fu and he was an EMT. Did you know that?
What? Really?
Yeah, like after he became famous, he became an EMT. So like, you know, he's in his 50s or something. People would be in the ambulance and they were like, "That's fucking David Lee Roth."
Jump!
That's like Steven Seagal being a cop. You know, Steven Seagal had that cop show where he's a police officer.
Yeah, lawman.
You know how many people were so happy when he showed up there? Like, oh, I'm getting arrested by Steven Seagal. Take me, fucking take me. Like,
when I know they're not gonna make it, I sing them a little bit of Panama.
Panama.
Running with the devil.
That's my favorite.
I'm fading, David.
That's when he gets out. He gets out the, what is it called again for the heart? I'm trying to think of what it's called for the heart, where they gotta rev start you.
Oh,
yeah, and that's when they he starts doing jump.
Defibrillator.
Yeah, took me a second. Well, you came up with it before I did. I was gonna say it took me a second, like I came up with it. No, sorry.
The evil version of Sting now. He's got like a Joker smile too. It's amazing. I think it was Joe Rogan he was on, where he's just smiling the whole time. And if Scott Stapp's more forehead than man, David Lee Roth is more teeth than man now.
His face is like a Meat Canyon character.
Lips are receding. Yes, dude. Like it looks insane. His
nose is bulbous.
But all of our noses and ears grow throughout our whole life. So I guess if you're with someone that got a big nose or big ears, guess what? They're only gonna get bigger. You're fucked.
Yeah, so
hope like their personality.
Those ears are only getting bigger.
And he studied the sword in Japan. That's another thing he did.
Of course.
Like, everyone likes a man that can use a sword. I mean, at least a real woman likes a man that can use a sword.
My wife and I in college took fencing together.
Really?
It brought us together.
Did she beat you up?
Really?
No, she's actually really good with footwork. Like she's super fast, and she would always do like if you do epee or saber, you can hit the. Oh no, I'm sorry, saber doesn't do that. But epee, you can hit the feet, and she would like shoot him real quick and tap the foot and get the point every time.
That shit's nuts.
Oh shit! I would want a broadsword.
Geoff,
I want to go fencing with a broadsword. Is that possible? Fence with a broadsword?
Yeah, you get so much done there.
There's it's called HEMA. It's a historical something martial arts, and they use broadswords and stuff.
Ain't that the truth?
Unless you get plastic surgery.
Jesus, kid. That OnlyFans is gonna be real by the end of the night.
Hey, I like I said, hey, if our Indiegogo is backed, if it's we meet our goal, I will fucking dress up as Elektra. I will fucking do it.
That's the gateway drug to an OnlyFans.
But it's
Kayla.
gonna be the
yourself.
2004 version from the movie.
First, it's
No, never,
cosplay, and then you're cam girling it on the internet.
No. If I was gonna do an Electra, it would not be anything like that movie.
Oh, you wouldn't.
It would
wear
have to be like a combination between like Frank Miller's book and
You wouldn't just be
Sienkiewicz.
covered in motorcycle
Why can I
leather.
never say his last
Neil
name? Why can I
Sienkiewicz,
never
you had it right.
Thank you, Sienkiewicz. Yeah, I was overthinking for a second. I know. That's the problem. I have all this comic knowledge, but I can't say anyone's names for shit.
David,
Like,
no,
I'm so sorry.
She has one of the easiest costumes
Kayla's
to
like,
translate.
I'm gonna whore it up with some cosplay. David backing again.
Back it up.
Yeah, Elektra has like one of the easiest costumes to translate to film, and they never do it. Every
They don't
iteration of her is
translate-
different.
Dude, all right. My favorite comic book character of all time. You look like a lot like me, other than I got longer hair. Fuck. Damn. I wonder if your hair's as puffy as his.
Yours is even longer. So there's a fat Jesus club we're starting, I guess, and it's gonna be red. Large Jesus, I'll say.
But like,
Marge.
no, for me, my favorite comic book character is Spencer. Who's my favorite comic book character? Who will I argue about till I'm blue in the face? No.
I'm
Who
real.
is my favorite comic book character?
I'm the real
Everyone
boy.
knows I literally argue with people like a crazy person.
It's like the one that you look like.
No, I don't look like any of them because they don't do brunettes with brown eyes. The fuck? I can't name one that's not.
I thought you liked the stupid magician. Well, you like Dark Phoenix, but
I like Phoenix. Well, not Phoenix, Jean Grey in general.
Yeah.
All right. Let me tell you.
I thought you were gonna say what's her face, Zatanna or whatever, the magician chick. That you look.
Zatanna's up there for DC, but actually my favorite DC is Catwoman.
Like if it's not Batman, get the fuck out of my way.
Well, see, my favorite DC comic book character out of females is Catwoman because the first comic I ever got was Jim Valiant's Catwoman. You know, with the huge tits.
You got one of
your you should definitely do one.
Frankie,
it's totally worth it.
We might be brothers. I was just on a stream last night.
That's Spencer's favorite comic character is Punisher.
That's the only thing I'd want to write at Marvel. And I like Ghost Rider too, but like the only thing I think I could do solid these days would be Punisher. I feel like the Ghost Rider like fans are looking for something different from what I would do with Ghost Rider. It would probably get really dark, but my outlet for Ghost Rider is basically Voidwalker. Like if you want to see what I do with Ghost Rider, go check that out.
Oh, Voidwalker is phenomenal. Not because Spencer did it, but I would buy it even if he didn't do it. So
because
that says a lot.
Dirt cheap newsprint comic.
I mean,
what's up, Geoff?
More than that, the storyline's great and the art is good. So
hang on,
I'm kind of.
I just gotta say, I like the Punisher too.
Yeah,
I think we all do.
No, that's a character like it's a life goal to work on Punisher. He's like my favorite Marvel character.
Yeah, Geoff would disown me if I got to write Punisher and I didn't recommend Geoff as the artist.
Like I would have to do the Punisher.
Great.
But I also love Night Thrasher. I think he would be a lot of fun too. Yeah, he's a character. He's a really cool character. He's kind of like Batman, where he's this very smart guy. He started his own business, but then he's doing like the vigilante thing on the side, you know?
What do you think of Moon Knight then?
I always loved the look of the character and everything.
I feel like you could do a Moon Knight really well.
Oh, that is the piece that got me to hit Geoff up was a Moon Knight that he did for
really, because I can just knowing his style and everything, seeing what I've seen so far. But I think
a wicked kick-ass Moon Knight, and I was working on the Silver Slayer stuff and was like, this is literally our Moon Knight. Like this is the bitch Marvel turned down, and like we need to hit this dude up before Marvel hits him up. Like,
you know what? Have either of you seen this book? Shane?
No.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it.
All right. So this is actually, it's a really, really gorgeous. Like it's just gorgeous. The artwork in it.
Who did the art in that?
You know what? I really need to go and look. I
Another
never
book.
remember this person's name. I want to say it's John Bolton. Thank you. I was going to say Todd Klein. That's the letterer, but it's John Bolton that did the art. But this was like but I got this book as a gift for the person who I'm at their
Whoa.
house right now. But yeah, it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous art. It's basically like a story where this woman, she's like an angel on earth, basically. She is allowed like one wish that's selfish, and she basically wants to conceive like the most evil woman in the world. Basically, that's her wish. It's like it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, but I think you should take a look at some of the stuff in it because the creatures in it are done really well, the women are done really well. I mean, but while we're on the topic of talking about art, and our book is done very well.
I have, oh God, I can't remember the name of it now. I got it forever ago. And
Makes me think of like Poison Elves, kind of
artist
art
and,
style.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
The artist and writer on this book that I have, I want to say it's called like 400 Days or something like that.
Oh, 400 Days. Wait, who did 400 Days?
It's this weird art. It was almost more like an art book than a comic book, but it was about this guy who had a terminal illness and was dying, and he found out that he was, and he just started making this book essentially about coming to terms with dying. And he finished the book right before he passed away, and the book is fucking super hard to find. I cannot think of the name right now, and I can't see it on my bookshelf, so it might be in a box or something, but it looks similar to that guy's art. It's something Days, and it's just a random number. There's like this weird fucking pig monster that this chick is fighting the whole time, and it's this weird, like almost like demonic woman that is sort of like a representation of, like, everything is very symbolic and representative of different parts of the terminal illness that he was coping with. And when I first read it, it was super, super weird, and I didn't get any of it because I didn't know the dude was like essentially dying while he was making it. I'm
trying to think. I mean, he did stuff. He did a bunch of this. Actually, John Bone did a bunch of like X-Men stuff that I have. He did Night Raven. He did Army of Darkness. He did Evil Dead comics. He did Men's Insania, The Green Woman, this book Shame here. Then like this one here. I'm trying to think of what else. Harlequin Valentine. He did. Gifts of Night. Black Dragon.
I haven't heard it.
The X-Men classic that recently came out. Well, it won't. Well, it's supposed to be out soon. It's Chris Claremont wrote it, and he did some of the art for it.
God damn! I wish I could remember the name of that book right now because I can't even think of something to like a Google that clicks with it. It's really good. The art's amazing, but you see as it progresses that he's getting sicker. And it's like ruining motor function in him. So the art is progressively getting weirder and worse. And it's like you're taking the emotional journey with him. There's very few books that I've read that are like that. But it's like when I went back and read it, knowing the full story, it was much more impactful. And
shot time for me. I'm sorry.
It's like a long book, but I don't know if I can find it.
Time
here.
for a shot.
I'm going to get up and look for a minute.
We are at 50. Let's see.
We got a new backer.
We're at 52%, 74 backers, $3,900. Thank you to whoever gave us that.
Oh, David Chizo wasn't even joking. He did back us again. You are
nice. Thanks, David.
Odom, Michael Odom. I think I drunkenly said Michael O'Shea was the one who did the City of Rot piece a couple weeks ago when we were on a stream. I had been drinking that night. I don't know if I did actually get it wrong or not, but O'Shea is the one working on Wirehead with Rob Geronimo. Michael Odom is the one who did the City of Rot piece, just the fan art that he posted. And he actually, I reached out to him this week and he just gave us the final for it and was like, use it however you guys want for the campaign, which was super fucking cool. So shout out to Michael Odom. Thank you for that. Sorry if I did mix your names up last time. That was a whiskey fueled mistake. Love that piece too. I love how he did like the vest patch held up in Hank's hands and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I dig his style. So thank you again. That's awesome. We're gonna figure out some way to either put that in the back of the book, make it a trading card or something. And I told him we would send him a copy of the book and stuff as a thank you at the very least, because
Yeah, he did a great job.
it was like, I don't want a payment, dude. It's like, that's crazy.
Right.
We got to send you some.
Now I'm gonna tap into like press Kayla right now. I'm gonna step aside from what I'm doing right now. So, what, Spencer? Ready? What made you want to create City of Rot?
My
what
love.
separates it from other zombie genres?
Oh Jesus!
Like other things in the zombie genre. Oh yeah, I'm putting you on the spot. It's interview time.
Yeah, it's just it's my love of everything. it's horror movies. I was looking for a book. That's why I'm like,
it's just wicked cool zombies.
Yeah, it's taking I said today on like I said today on Peter Palmiotti's stream was it's an oversaturated genre, so I look at that as a challenge on its own. And it's a genre that, even though it is oversaturated, I still love it, and I've never done anything in it. So it's like, we'll do our crack at it, and we'll have fun with it and try and distinguish ourselves. I like to think we're doing something a little bit fun and different once you get into the meat and potatoes of the actual book. But it's very much my my love of all things like 70s and 80s horror and sci-fi and little bit of fantasy thrown in, especially John Carpenter. I know there's a lot more scattered influences in Geoff's work, but this one is very much a big Carpenter romp for me, and I feel like that shows in a lot of my stuff.
So now this takes me to Geoff.
Hang on a second, because I might have found this book, so you guys talk.
What was the inspiration behind the art style that you used to draw out everything in the comic? Like, what was the inspiration? Yeah, your art style. You have your own art style. Most artists do. Mm-hmm. What would you say that art style is? Like, specifically, like, what was the inspiration for it? What is it? What would you call it?
I mean, I'm very influenced by a lot of the European guys, like Mobius, of course.
Oh, good choice.
But I love Jorge Zafino. But I also like guys that are like super detailed, like Katsuhiro Otomo. So trying to find that blend of like, I love really loose gestural kind of art, like Joe Kubert and Mobius and all those guys, like I just mentioned. But I also love the really like clean, detailed stuff, like Otomo and Steve Skroce. I think is how you say his name. I'm not even sure, but the guy that did the Matrix stuff.
I know who you're talking about.
But I love those two styles, and always been trying to like find that perfect balance between the two. Where I can have something really gestural and atmospheric, but then I can also draw as much detail as I want. So with this, it was just all about like trying to make everything as brutal as possible. And
the lines are very clean. I will say the lines are very clean for it being very brutal and gory looking. The line work is very clean. I'm very nitpicky, like with certain line work, because I grew up looking at a lot of Art Adams and whatnot. I love like just clean line work. And if it looks good in black and white, like people always focus on color, but your artwork looks very well in black and white. So that says a lot. Because a lot of people can cover up things. What cover? What are you looking at? I don't know what I'm looking at.
That sweet all black.
The blank.
Black cover.
The blanks I sent him.
Me being all confident, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's like 100 days or 400 or something. It's 100 months. Which I think was the initial diagnosis, was like he had a couple years to live sort of thing. And it ended up being more rapid than that, if I remember correctly. But that art reminded me of it. And this copy was like a used copy because the book is fairly rare. But yeah, it's like almost like each page would be like a wide panel.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Really like dark, creepy watercolor stuff. And it's this like sort of androgynous character where it has like boobs and some stuff, but it's almost like changing forms at all times. I took it as it was like this woman throughout the whole thing. And it starts out sort of womanly and slowly is almost like decaying and getting more like monstrous looking over time, which I think was supposed to be sort of like a representation of him over time. And this weird pig monster she's fighting throughout it that's like decimated all of existence is sort of like the disease he was struggling with. But it's just all this weird fucking art that he was doing on the day-to-day as he's essentially dying.
I actually buy that and look into it now.
Really weird, like it kind of reminded me of the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark art back in the day.
Which that movie was very, very disappointing.
That's a really
It was better than I expected, though.
Yeah, I
really?
mean, it was it's definitely better than I expected it to be, but it was weirdly like
I hated it.
Me and Beth just watched that the other day for the first time, and it like was marketed like it was supposed to be a kids movie, and it's like way darker than that.
I was expecting the Goosebumps movie, and it turned out to be way darker, so I was actually happy with it.
For me, I wasn't happy with it because I expected it to scare me. Like when I was a kid, I was so fucking traumatized from that one story in the book with the girl that had the spider that laid the eggs in her face, and it fucking. But it didn't. I feel like they could have done more with it. I feel like they made it more like very teenage-ish.
Spooky skulls and shit. This book was just really weird, and it was John Hickleton. And I don't know if it's still really hard to find. I got this like 10 years ago, probably at this point. Oh yeah, this is one of the ones that really reminded me of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh, that picture there,
yeah, definitely.
There's also like a book for kids that my goddaughter loves. She's so morbid. And it's like the alphabet, and it's like all these different ways these kids die through the alphabet. It's like an alphabet book. Like,
yeah,
have you seen the trailer for the Witches?
Oh, sorry.
The what?
The new trailer for the Witches movie.
Oh, are they redoing the Jim Henson movie, The Witches, or like the comic book Witches? Because the comic Jim Henson, they're really. Why did they fuck with? I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're doing it with like Anne Hathaway.
Let me tell you, I will say the Dark Crystal series. The Dark Crystal series on Netflix, because I myself am a fucking gelfling. I don't care. I look like one. I will say it, and I will proudly admit it. I am a Vapor Clan member here.
Oh God, Donnie Kate is stirring up more shit.
So well, and they canceled it. How? What? Like, you know what? And then with the Labyrinth that they're doing, I'm all for it, but only if Toby Froud dons that fucking striped onesie that he wore when he was a baby in the original. I'm all for it. To see a 37, 40-year-old Toby Froud in that fucking onesie, I'll be all for it.
Is the Henson Company producing it?
I would hope so. I mean, I think it's kind of like, unless it's fucking Lady Gaga playing the role of Jareth in some way, I'm probably not going to be satisfied because I don't feel like it's something they should touch.
Yeah, I don't think they can do it properly now, especially with David Bowie being dead.
You can't touch. It's a cult classic. Stop. Listen, movie industry, rich people out there, stop fucking touching classic movies. Jesus Christ, if you touch They Live, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. Never touch that movie, okay? But come up with new ideas. I mean, you guys have writers, I suppose, so why can't anyone formulate original ideas? Just saying. And when you do comic book movies, maybe, follow the comic book as the comic book looks like a movie script, Jesus. You got people thinking that Jean Grey, Phoenix, is like a weak-ass character. Dude, Dark Phoenix would annihilate Thanos. Full Infinity Gauntlet and all. I don't care. I will argue with it to this day, and I will prove every single point. Not because Phoenix is my girl, and Jean Grey is my girl in general, but because it is factual. Because she is life and death in the Marvel Universe. That's what the Phoenix Force is. Life and death. That's what it represents. Can't kill it. If you kill it, there's no life, no death.
Shit blowing up on Twitter. Sorry, I got really derailed.
What is blowing up on Twitter?
Donnie Cates is having a meltdown, evidently, and I'm getting blown up by a bunch of people. Like, are you seeing this? Like,
is he going to go on Pete's stream?
Should we be seeing this?
I guess not. Pete reached out to him a while ago and was like, speak your piece, guy. Let's see this. I would fucking love to go on that stream. That'd be hysterical. We've met, Donnie, and you seem to forget me every fucking time. But you'll run your mouth on the internet.
I hate fucking keyboard thugs. I will just let everyone know out there, the way that I am here now is the way that I am if you ever meet me.
Yeah, she's this drunk in real life, too.
No, I'm just a sober version of this. But you know what? I deserve it. I've had a rough month, and yeah, so this is my acclimation back to the public world.
Of cool stuff while I was looking for that book. I found my Mardeau ash can that he did of a Punisher Man thing. He gave me a while ago. Steve's a buddy of ours. He actually did a really cool cover for, can't even think of the issue of, it came out on a Wednesday, but it's like a little kid with a giant contraption growing out of his head. And that was a cover Mardeau did, and it's excellent. Yeah, Donald hates. Exactly. Or as what the hell did Jim Starlin call him in the Sci-Fi interview? It was like Danny Gates, I think, which had me like pissing laughing. That's why Donnie Cates hates me, is he was like bragging on Twitter about him and Jim Starlin being friends when someone asked him about basically snuffing out Starlin's career for the Thanos Wins deal, like basically how Donnie cemented his foothold at Marvel. And he was like, actually, me and Jim are friends. And like the week before that, Jim Starlin had done an interview with Sci-Fi Network that he calls Donnie Cates Danny Gates in it. And I was like, yeah, you guys are great friends. Like,
you know
holy
what?
Shit.
Are you on a plane right now, Spencer?
Do I look
yes,
like I'm on a plane?
He is. He is very high above us. Very high above
Always.
us.
I found this Bisley body counts too.
Ooh,
the signed ones
I
from
love those from Granite Con.
I was gonna say Kayla was there for the weekend of partying with Bisley.
Bisley is fucking awesome. I love him.
You want to talk about getting canceled, dude? Bisley could not live on the internet.
You know who? You know what though? A couple people that when I did my interview things. Well, I still do interviews. I do my press stuff. I would say my two favorite people I ever spoke to, artistic wise, I mean, artist wise in the industry, I would say Ken Lashley, Lead Killer. Such an amazing interview. And Mike Lilly. I loved Mike Lilly. I did interview Liefeld was my first fucking interview. Rob Liefeld. And it was great because he wasn't letting anyone interviewing him, and I got an interview with him.
Get his ass back. Get an interview on this channel, you huss.
I would love to get Liefeld on here and for him to like look at our stuff and everything. So I would love to. He was I'm appreciative just because.
Is Ken Lashley still working?
I just realized we've been going for 2 hours.
Lashley?
Yeah, is he still doing comics?
I want to say yes.
Lashley?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ryan just had to ink him over like I think a Valiant book like last year.
Oh, really?
Oh, and what I love about him too is he's a freelancer, so he works whatever he wants to work. And then he was set to revise some things with Dennis Cohen, and I don't know what happened with that imprint necessarily, with everything going on with Comicsgate and all the shit at DC. And
dude, Gleb Melenikov on fucking Twitter is going off too. Still on the John Byrne shit.
What about John Burns? Wait.
About
what about
John Byrne being racist and really into underage children themes in his books, I guess.
Oh my god!
I've never ever. I own a lot of stuff.
There's tons of it.
Really?
There's tons of it. Like it's out there. The guy's a great artist, even if he is like a fucking weirdo. There's plenty of that going on in the world. But this Gleb Melenikov dude is just like the ultimate troll, and it gets like everybody going. I am eating that stuff up lately. I was trying to laugh at as much shit as possible. Like you got to be able to laugh at shit, even if it's kind of directed at trying to offend you. Like, shit can't offend you if you laugh at it. Like,
I mean,
it's
we live in a
hysterical
world
though.
where
It's like average
everybody's
John Byrne
offended over
fan
everything. So
versus
please.
the average Jim Lee enjoyer.
I like John Byrne though. I own a lot of his stuff actually because he did a lot of my favorite X-Men arcs. So I can't say anything with Claremont. He did a lot of Fantastic Four stuff too that I only grew up with.
And Man of Steel is amazing. I love that story.
Well, the one comic book character I fucking hate besides Harley Quinn is Superman.
Oh, come on. Superman's my favorite.
I feel bad because I said I wouldn't keep Kayla on forever, but we broke 3,900.
Hey.
We're at 74 backers and 52%. Thank you guys so much. We got 2 more backers during this stream.
We are so appreciative.
And
we'll be streaming again this week, I want to say. Let's
I feel bad because I was like, we'll only do an hour. We'll get you out of here quick, and it's fucking 2 hours later now.
Well, I've been actually having like a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah.
I probably should be sober next. I should really probably be sober next time, but this is real life,
all good.
Everyone.
Normally I'm obliterated, so this kind of balanced out.
It's real life. I mean, I'm not going to put on an act for anybody. If you want an act, you know where I'm going to send you.
Yeah,
go find a cosplayer and go to an OnlyFans because there's no acting here. I'm sorry.
I feel like you've got a ton of people to go back OnlyFans tonight.
I don't think people are going to go back OnlyFans. I think people are going to wake up and realize that they're wasting their money because they're wasting their money on the idea that someone actually gives a fuck that doesn't.
If I can make a living doing it, I'd do it.
Yeah, Kayla.
I mean,
I'm
pretty sure that you could do some like drawing porn or something. Someone would be all for it. You know, they have a guy that's like 500 pounds. That's making like $4,000 a week for just eating food with his belly out.
Oh, that poor bastard! People are paying him to eat himself to death. Like,
Jeff's commissions are always open.
I was gonna say, Geoff, just start not suitable for work Patreon, and it's in. I'm just drawing like boobs and vaginas all day long, and
I'll draw art for you to fap to.
Right? That's so weird. It's like, you know, if you're in the porn industry, you're like, yeah, somebody's gonna beat off to this afterwards. It was like drawing pictures. Like,
it's probably gonna be a lot of furry stuff, so I gotta get good at drawing fur more, you know.
Only Dan's. Yeah, they wouldn't let me on. I evidently don't have the right name. I don't know what that's all about.
Just go play The Last of Us and look at the clickers and refer to that, and you can do some, horror artwork like that, because in the porn industry, I'm sure if vaginoplasty wasn't a thing, there would be a whole bunch of fucking clicker vaginas out there.
What's selling.
The niche of the niche of the niche.
When the only girl in the crew is the one that's going to get us canceled, you know we're on the right track.
Hey, why would they cancel me? I'm a woman. I am speaking my mind. I have a vagina. That is sexist. How dare you cancel me?
That is ironclad.
I'm out of here.
and don't make me pull the Armenian card. All right.
Yeah, there's only like 6 of you left.
Hey, you know what? We are the chosen ones.
Maybe that's why I'm loud. Maybe I'm secretly Armenian.
Did I mention I'm Turkish?
That's your new nickname. You're Turkish
Geoff
Smooth.
the Turk.
I'm probably loud from my half because I'm half Irish, so I'm half Armenian and half Irish. Although the Irish, I
half
can't
Armenian, half drunk all the fucking time.
Oh, so
there we go. Yeah,
you were Armenian. Now you're only half Armenian. By the end of the show, you'll be a
half
quarter
and half.
Armenian.
I'm half and half. I'm
And
like a coffee.
By the end of the week, you're gonna be like, I just watched an episode of Kardashians once.
You know what it is? when I tell people
I found out I'm Italian.
When I tell people, oh hell no, no offense, but I am not. When I always tell people I'm Irish, they don't believe me. I'm like, no, I'm half Irish. Like,
oh hell no, no offense, but pasta's for moolies. Like what?
Hey, you can't confuse like an Irish Armenian person with Italian. So
you are wild.
I'm just thankful that my dad got adopted and changed his last name because my name would be Karamanukian McNutt hyphenated. So that would be a problem. Karamanukian McNutt hyphenated.
That is definitely Armenian.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
God.
the IAN in all the Armenian last names means like of God. And Armenia, when it's translated into English, means the Garden of Eden, basically. So.
Well, big deal. Elkins means Jehovah is God. What now?
Does it really?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this much, you know.
What now?
In Jerusalem, they have a whole Armenian Christian headquarters. It's comprised, I think, about around 700 or 800 people.
In the land of racial tension.
I grew up.
If you couldn't tell by how offended she got by being Italian.
No, it's because I grew up in.
How fucking dare you! I was like, that would just mean all our slurs are different words now.
Well, you know what it was? It's because where I grew up, like the neighborhood I grew up in the El Punto in Salem, the Point, which is like our hood, the Point. I didn't say a puto. I said El Punto, the Point.
She grew up in that hood where they burned
I grew up in no, there were no witches burned in that area. I think a bunch of Polish people and French people were burned during the Great Fires.
Dude, that part of the town is such a bummer. Like if you've never been there, fucking you go there and all the people that got like killed wrongly got a bench.
Yeah.
Like that's and it's like a bench that's like a foot off the ground that like you couldn't even humanly sit on if you were supposed to. And it's just like, sorry, one of those guys was fucking crushed to death with a rock.
I don't know what you're talking about right now. What the hell's going on?
The Salem witch trials.
Oh.
Like, one of those dudes was crushed to death with a giant rock. Like, that's how they killed him. And the preacher, stood on the rock to finish him off. And it's like, you get a bench. You get a bench, and Hot Topic kids are going to come to town to celebrate your death.
It's so awkward because he's like, ow, 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 guys, really stop it, ow.
Yeah, I promise I'm not a witch. Like, what the fuck else do I have to tell you?
Favorite.
3 days later, he's like,
No, you don't even understand. My most favorite thing about October right now in Salem is that we get a bunch of women. There's like a bunch of women that come here that dress in all black and like they try to do the goth look and everything because they think that's how we all dress out here, and they could never be more wrong. So it's like we get a bunch of basic bitches wearing little witch hats and wearing all black and fucking fishnets, thinking that's how it is down here on the regular.
Yeah,
and people out here, we're looking at them like, bitch, what the fuck are you wearing?
And there's like some locals that are like hardcore goth people, but that's still like very much like just a small subset of the community. It's not like everybody in Salem is like a goth nutcase.
Where is the goth place in the country, you think?
Probably
Seattle. I would say Seattle.
Seattle. See, but the numbers vary because they're constantly killing themselves.
But their spirits live on.
That's as
They're
goth
gonna come back and haunt you. Exactly. Love forever. It's like a hymn video.
This got dark tonight. Dark and racist.
God. There goes my main career job. Fuck.
Your career job?
Kayla's drunk. Yeah. She's repeating herself with synonyms. Just cover all bases. Yeah, I think that's a good place to end tonight. Thanks for coming on, Kayla. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Geoff, you coming on too, but you're part of the crew. This is like our channel. We're gonna have to split everything 50-50.
Nah, I'll join. When are we doing our next one? Hopping on here.
Evidently real soon. You were like, I got time today. I don't know when I'll be able to do another one. And now you're like, all right, tomorrow night. What time are you guys free? You fucking
actually tomorrow is Columbus Day and I have nothing to do the whole day. So at some point we can.
Is there a movie that you want to watch and talk about?
We should watch Return of the Living Dead.
I was gonna say, we can talk about this off stream in a second. Guys, Back City or Rot, if you haven't already, there's about 23 days left, if I remember correctly. Yes, 23 days left. We're a little bit past halfway to our goal. That was almost gibberish.
Hey, real quick, breaking news. Casey is a simp.
You leave Casey alone. Casey is a damn angel.
Kayla's got our first simp. Simping ain't easy. Unless you're Casey. There's another
But no, seriously. 23 day, guys. 23 days left. Back our Indiegogo. You will not regret it. You're not going to find a zombie story like this.
We need to try to remember to fit in that Kid Rock quote of hanging with a big dog and pissing like a puppy. That has to be able to be fit into this book. There's no way we can't make that work in this somewhere.
We definitely should. Let's do a Kid Rock zombified. We'll do it.
Oh my god!
Why don't we do like a zombie version of Kid Rock fighting a zombie Scott Staff?
Kid Rock.
Yeah,
but it's with 2 T's because he's super cool. Back off me or Kayla and me will kick your ass. Oh, excellent. Yeah, thanks for backing if you have already, guys. If you haven't, check out the campaign. Watch that campaign trailer because that's a real highlight. And I worked hard on it. Real hard. But
that was the ASMR voice of Spencer. All right, say it in your ASMR voice.
I worked real hard on it.
That's probably just more creepy and rapey than anything.
It's very Meat Canyon.
No, don't ever say that you sound rapey. No,
Am I a real boy?
That is just your voice. You have offended me. Don't say the word rape.
Don't talk about it. It's offensive. It's fine if you do it. Just don't talk about it.
You've offended me. You don't agree with my bubble.
Oh, Jesus. All right, I'm
gonna go.
End this one before
real quick,
my career is over.
Real quick, Casey, I have an idea that if you back their book for another $3,000, Kayla might talk to you. So then just give it a shot. I'm just trying to help a brother out. You know
what?
Dump your bank.
You know what? If literally a patron did back us on one of our higher tier items that we have out, I definitely would be more than willing to set up a video chat with them and to answer any questions that they have, or just shoot the shit and talk comics with them for an hour of my.
That's going to be a 6-second video of some dude paying a bunch of money to whip his dick out on you.
Yeah, as soon as the camera turns on, he's just jacking.
And
you know what?
That's the ultimate shoot your shot, dude.
Literally.
He's going to be like Han Solo and shoot first.
God. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys, and take it easy.
Awesome.